Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing questions surrounding the Dallas Cowboys backfield. Does Rico Dowdle have a future in the Cowboys running back room beyond this season? Stick around because we're breaking down everything from his current performance, potential, and what the future might hold for this under-the-radar talent. First, let's set the stage. The Dallas Cowboys have long been a team that thrives on star power, whether it's a flashy quarterback, an elite receiver, or, of course, a marquee running back. From legends like Emmitt Smith to modern stars like Ezekiel Elliott, the Cowboys have a reputation for leaning on their backfield. With Tony Pollard stepping into the lead role this season after Zeke's departure, many wondered how the Cowboys would handle the transition and what it meant for the rest of the running back depth chart. Enter Rico Dowdle. If you're a Cowboys fan, you've probably heard his name in passing, but his journey to this point deserves some attention. Dowdle went undrafted out of South Carolina in 2020, and for many players, that could have been the end of the road. But Dowdle has stuck around, fighting his way onto the roster and earning his opportunities when they've come. That kind of persistence is what fans love to see, but does it translate to a long-term role in Dallas? This season, Dowdle has shown flashes of what he can do. He's been effective as a rotational piece, showcasing a nice combination of power and agility. While he doesn't have the same top-end speed as Pollard or the explosiveness of some of the league's elite running backs, Dowdle brings a more physical edge to the game. He's the kind of player who can grind out tough yards, pick up blitzes, and wear down a defense over the course of a game. That's not to say he doesn't have his limitations, every player does, but his ability to contribute in multiple ways is something every coaching staff values. So what are the factors at play when we talk about Dowdle's future in Dallas? Let's start with his contract situation. Dowdle is on a one-year deal, which makes this season a critical one for him. Every snap, every carry, and every play on special teams is essentially an audition, not just for the Cowboys, but for the entire league. That pressure can either make or break a player, and so far, Dowdle has handled it well. The next piece of the puzzle is the state of the Cowboys' running back room. Tony Pollard is unquestionably the lead back right now, but his own contract status looms large. The Cowboys placed the franchise tag on Pollard this year, and while he's been productive, there's always the question of whether the team is willing to commit to a long-term deal for a running back in today's NFL. It's no secret that the league has devalued the position, and Dallas may be hesitant to invest heavily after moving on from Elliott. Then there's the rest of the depth chart. The Cowboys have other young backs, like Deuce Vaughn, who offers a completely different skill set as a shifty change-of-pace runner. Vaughn's potential is exciting, but he's still developing and doesn't necessarily fill the same role as Dowdle. If the Cowboys are looking for someone who can complement Pollard or potentially replace him if he moves on, Dowdle might have an edge. But the NFL is also a business, and teams are always looking for cheaper, younger options through the draft or free agency. Another factor to consider is the Cowboys' offensive identity. With Mike McCarthy taking over play-calling duties this season, we've seen a shift in how the team approaches the game. There's been a greater emphasis on balance and efficiency, and the running game is a big part of that. For a player like Dowdle, who can contribute in short yardage situations and pass protection, this could work in his favor. Coaches love players who can do the dirty work, and Dowdle has shown he's willing to embrace that role. But let's not ignore the challenges. Dowdle has dealt with injuries in the past, which is always a concern for a running back. Durability is a key factor in evaluating any player, and while Dowdle has managed to stay healthy so far this season, teams will undoubtedly weigh his injury history when making decisions. Additionally, his lack of elite production compared to some of his peers could make him expendable if the Cowboys decide to go in another direction. So, what does all of this mean for Dowdle's future? If he continues to perform well and stays healthy, there's a strong case for the Cowboys to keep him around. His versatility, work ethic, and ability to step up when called upon make him a valuable asset, especially in a league where depth is so crucial. However, the decision may ultimately come down to factors outside of his control, like the team's overall roster needs, salary cap considerations, and the direction they want to take at the running back position. For Dowdle, the best thing he can do is control what he can control. Every time he gets on the field, whether it's on offense or special teams, he has to make an impact. It's not just about stats, it's about showing the coaching staff and front office that he's reliable, coachable, and ready to step up whenever needed. If he can do that, he'll give himself the best chance to stick around, whether it's in Dallas or elsewhere. And for Cowboys fans, this is one of those storylines that reminds us why we love football. It's not always about the big names or the flashy plays. It's about the guys who grind, who fight for every opportunity, and who make the most of their shot. Rico Dowdle is one of those players, and no matter what happens next, he's already proven that he belongs in the league. The tipping point came this past weekend. The Cowboys suffered a humiliating loss in a game they should have won, and the fan backlash was immediate. Social media exploded with criticism of McCarthy's leadership, and the calls for his firing reached a fever pitch. Cowboys Nation had had enough. Jerry Jones heard the noise, and today he made the decision to part ways with Mike McCarthy. As the season unfolds, keep an eye on Dowdle. Watch how he runs, how he blocks, how he contributes on special teams. These are the little things that can make a big difference, not just for him, but for the team as a whole. And who knows? By the end of the year, we might be talking about him as a key piece of the Cowboys' future. That's all for today's video, folks. Let me know in the comments what you think about Rico Dowdle's future. Does he have a place in Dallas beyond this season? Or do you think the Cowboys will look elsewhere? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.